After that, I drew up some sketches of what I might want to do. These are two just kind of like random. I just used alcohol markers and colored them in and then added my design features. These won't be the design features that are actually on there, but just to get an idea of what it might look like. And I like the yellow and orange one better, but I think that's because there's more contrast between the black and the colors. On the purple, green, blue, yellow one, I think when I mix the paint up, I'll mix a lighter color paint so there's more contrast between the paint and the colors, between the paint and the black. To prepare the surface for painting, it was primed, but there were some little rough spots, especially along the edges where the saw cut was, and my husband filled those in with wood filler. He sanded it down for me to get nice and smooth, and then I painted it with gesso. The project guidelines suggested that we have a local sponsor. And while I didn't really see this taking a lot of money, I didn't really need money, but I did need some paint. So I contacted Handy Art, and they were generous enough to donate some paint for this project. Thank you, Handy Art. I did a little playing around with the paint just on some paper since I haven't used this paint before. And I thought maybe it dried a little bit fast because I want to mix colors on the board as I do it. And so I went to Hobby Lobby and got some extender. Handy Art does have extenders, but I just went to the store and got some. I also printed out a picture of a monarch butterfly I got from the internet. So you can see the design. I looked at a bunch of them, and they pretty much all have the same kind of wing patterns. And this one fanned it out, sort of like the board itself. So I chose this one, and then I extrapolated that to this big drawing, which is the same size. I traced it from the actual board. So that's going to give me something to go by when I paint the black over the colored sections. In this step, I'm going to take some of the paint from the jars and put it in these little containers, mix in a little of the medium, and then I'm going to use that to create some new colors to go in between these colors, if that makes any sense. Some blending in cups ahead of time, since I'm worried about it drying faster than I want it to. I don't really know what I'm doing, so I don't know, I'm just winging it. I'm gonna put about a half a teaspoon of extender in each color. And then stir them in. Here are my colors all mixed together and a little white added in to lighten them up a bit. Next comes the scary part, putting the paint on the butterfly. I've never done this. I've only seen it in a video. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to plop some colors on. I think I'll blend this in before I get to the rest. I'm going to have the black along the edge, so I'm not too worried about getting exactly to the edge. And it'll have a black body, but this might help it cover better, I don't know, so I'm just going with it. Fake it till you make it, that's my motto. In this step, I'm going to use some transfer paper carbon paper to transfer my design onto the board. Using a pencil with no lead. I started painting by filling in this body and trying to get my edges pretty straight, and then starting on some edges with the little brush, and then I'll go to a bigger brush and do the, I don't know what kind of brush I'll use, but next I will go to painting the lines for each wing section. Filling in this much of the wing took me a half an hour.